everybody, how's it going out there? Adappa11 here with another Star Wars action figure review. Now here we go back to 2006 to the SAGA collection, and the title is Republic Commando Delta Squad. Now this is a very good package here that I received in a trade with T-Biz, T-E-E-B-I-Z-Z. Check out the link below. And I've been sitting on it for a couple years and thought it's about time to open it up and check it out. Have some plans for these guys. Now let's see here. They got a nice card profile on the back. Now, what's this all about? There we go. From the very beginning, it was understood that the tactical superiority of the Grand Army of the Republic would reside in its flexibility of response, hopelessly outnumbered by the armies of the Separatists. Every clone trooper is expected to be equal of 10 of his enemy. Sometimes, though, 10 to 1 odds is too much to hope for, and that's when you can call in the Deltas. Delta 3-8, known to his men as Boss. 3-8 doesn't talk much except to bark out orders in a voice that carries over the fiercest artillery barges. Barrage. Scorch. The resident demolition expert in Delta Squad, Scorch has a special relationship with explosives and the gear that makes them happen. If it ain't broke, give it a Scorch, and you can count on getting it back in at least 3 pieces. Fixer. Second in command of Delta Squad, Fixer handles the code breaking and computer slicing. Always at the front of the charge, he urges his squad mates on under fire. Off the battlefield, however, he prefers the company of a good, quiet power droid to his fellow Deltas. Sev. Clones are supposed to be good at fighting, but they're not really supposed to enjoy it. So no one really knows why Sev seems to be happiest when the battle is thickest. If you're looking for him, try checking in the middle of a huge pile of blasted battle droids. Sunfuck. Commander of the Geonosian forces during the Battle of Geonosius, Sunfuck rose to his position of power through a combination of combat prowess and a calculating willingness to do whatever it takes to win. And finally here, Geonosian warriors. Though they lack the ranged weapons, they have the ability to fly, giving them an acute advantage on an open battlefield, and their powerful force pikes can kill with a single blow. Okay, there goes my voice. Had to get in character there. Enough of that. Let's check out the action figures. Okay, before I get to the figures, I want to show you an unexpected pleasure here. This is really nice because they didn't use any tape. They didn't use a single piece of tape in the packaging. I was shocked. So on the back, I was able to just untie all the ties and the plastic came out. No, I mean, just really nice. So the background is, as you can see, it's very nice. It's a nice background diorama. And I have no tape to deal with. So I just wanted to show you that. Generally, if the background diorama is crummy, I generally I don't show it, but I'm impressed with this, so there's a bonus. Alright, let's get to the figures. Okay, so here's the first Geonosian warrior. I like this one, as a matter of fact. He's got really good articulation, really fantastic paint job, I think, and very good mold as well. So let's take a look. Articulation goes as follows. He's got ball joint articulation at the head. Ball joint articulation at the elbows bilateral, as well as the elbows. Swivel wrists. He's got swivel at the mid-torso abdomen, no abdominal crunch, swiveling hips. Swivel, does he have swivel? No swiveling there, no swiveling there. He does have ball joint articulation at the ankles, and he has hole pegs for action figure stands. He also has movable wings. Yes, yes, he has removable wings. I think one popped up while I removed them. So yes, removable wings. And let me get them on here. Now the wings, the paint job on the wings for me are probably the weakest aspect of this action figure. Gosh, can I get them on here? What did I do here? Okay. So the wings are a little lame. No big deal. But I like that purple. It sticks out really well on the camera. It's got nice detail to the back. Well, we'd have our tailbone, but as far as an insect, I don't know the name of that body part. He's got really good paint on the elbow. I mean, on the forearm, on the hands, on the staff, as a matter of fact. Let's check out that chest plate. I like the chest plate. Okay. Face sculpt is so-so. It's coming in for the Superman punch. Bang! Okay, well, there's our first Geonosian warrior. Let's take a look at the next one. This one I had before I sold my prequel collection before moving years ago, and I think he's just so-so. Now here you have pretty much the same articulation, if I recall. Let me back this up correctly. Oh, he's still got that stuff on there. He's got ball joint, or does he have swivel? No, he has swivel articulation. He has swivel articulation at the shoulders. He has no articulation at the elbows. No articulation at the wrists. He has swivel articulation at the waists. I'm sorry, at the hips and the waist and the head. Not at the ankles. He does have action figure hole peg stands. And the cool thing are his wings. His wings move. You can see there's better articulation at the wings than anywhere else on the body. And they have that transparent type of look. Now that's a good look right there, and the weapon is so-so. Two-tone on the exterior, and then you see the green, which kind of has that laser look. But yeah, just so-so figure. It's hard to articulate because you can't really do anything other than swivel the legs. Oops. You can't really do anything with the ankles, so he's kind of a lame one. I'd give him about a 3 to 4. I'd give him a 4, and this one over here on the left, I'd give him a 7. Okay, so let's get on to Sunfuck, who actually has some really nice details. I'm very impressed with this figure as well. So let's take a look here at the articulation at the head. He's got ball joint articulation at the head. He swivels at the waist, and he does have ball joint. He does have ball joint at the shoulders, bilateral. He does have the same at the elbows. Come on, focus. He does have ball joint at the elbows, bilateral, and he has swivel at the hips, and he's also got ball joint articulation at the ankles, bilateral. Okay, and also at the looks like these wings come off, but he's such a nice looking figure, I think, that I don't want to take him off and run the risk of breaking him. Oh, he also has swivel. They're like pegs for the wrists. Okay, so let me get him. His staff is just so-so. There's nothing really to write home about. Oh, you know what? That's what this came from. My pointer. My old point. I use this as a pointer in my hand. And I just noticed that I must have had this figure before. I had to have. I don't remember him, though. That's crazy. Well, anyways, I think he's a nice figure. I'm kind of like stumped. I don't know how else I would have gotten this, but if you take a look, what I really like about him, as a matter of fact, is actually his chest plating. If you take a look, he's just got really nice detail, I think, on the chest plate, the detail, the carving, just the different detail and intricate design. I think it's just really nice. I guess since he's the leader, it should be as such. So, and you can see from behind, he also has that nice detail on behind, that transparent look in the wings. So, nice figure. I'd give this guy, I'd give him about 7.9, 8.1 maybe. High C, low B. All right, so let's get on to our Delta Squad. Okay, so here is Sev. This is the one that actually likes to get into a good fight. He likes the carnage, he likes the violence. And it kind of, in a symbolic way, is demonstrated as such, I believe, by the paint. Old warriors would slap that paint or blood on their hand, and they'd smack their shield, their shoulder, their chest, their face, whatever. And that has that type of effect as you see here on his head. I think the paint is absolutely fantastic on here. So let's take a look. You can see the paint detail. I'm very impressed with these guys, more so now that he's out of the package. They are very bulky looking, they're built like a train. They kind of remind me of a Rottweiler or a Pit Bull. They're stocky. They have a strong looking core, thick thighs. They get the big helmet. These guys are like football players. They're just ready to go in there and carnage. You compare them to the other troopers. The other troopers are like ectomorphs. These guys are massive monsters. So I like that effect. And let's take a look at the backpack next. Now he has this right here, which reminds me of Predator. It does move, which is really cool. I mean, that's just freaking awesome. Now here's the backpack. Get a bit of a detail on the backpack. It does come off, and when you take it off, you can see the back. And also exposed, you can see that it is a ball articulated midsection. So we do have more articulation than it would appear from the exterior of the package. So let's get into the articulation of the head. It is ball joint. As far as the shoulders, is swivel. Yep, it's swivel shoulders, ball joint elbows, swivel wrists. Here we can see his chest plate. He's also got the battle paint on there, the shoulder pads, which do not come off. Let's take a look at the plating on the side of his arms, on his forearms. Very nice work. As we see, he's got the abdominal crunch articulation. Swivels as well. Now for the hips, we have swivel action. It is somewhat limited, and it cannot go back at all because of the buttock armor. There is no articulation at the knees. There is no articulation at the ankles. This piece does come off. It's pretty cool how some of these parts and pieces come off. Okay, well, let's take a look at the firearm next. Let me get this backpack back on here. My son is in the next room. He's all quiet. I'm like, oh, what's going on? What is he doing? Surprised I've gotten this far into the video. So that's why I've been able to load so many lately. He's occupied. So there we have him with his firearm, his rifle. Let's take a look at that. No paint detail. It's okay, I suppose. Nothing I can do about it. Well, I guess there is, but I'm not not good at that kind of detail. He's got a nice rifle. I like the way that we can get his hand to grip the stock. Both the handle and the stock there. It's not a problem to get him into that nice little mode, or I'm sorry, articulated position. So there we have him. Oh, as you can see here, the hole for the action figure stands. This one being a Marauder. Really nice, really nice. So let's take a look at the next guy. Okay, next up we have Fixer. Now he is the second in command of the Delta Squad. He handles the code breaking and computer slicing. So he's also always at the front charge and urges his squad mates on while they're under fire. So he's a very brave individual. More so, I mean, he's code hacking and then getting out right in front of the battle. Articulation is exactly the same with this guy, so we can skip having to go through that again and again. Same articulation. Let's take a look at the backpack. Nice detail on the backpack. Suppose I would like to have seen maybe some kind of something different to make it look it's a future in a galaxy. No, it's not. It's a past in a galaxy far, far away. But you'd think there'd be something on there to indicate communications and intel or computer hacking, but that's fine. Very, very nice paint detail. Let's take a look at his legs. Looks as if he's been running around in oil or some kind of fluid and it's splashed up on his legs and shins. Again, a lot of this detail you can pause in the pictures at the beginning. So there he is. Same exact firearm as Sev. Okay. Alright, next up, let's go Scorch. Now, Scorch is one I like thus far the most. I had him in Saga, Ultimate Galactic Hunt, I believe it was, but I got rid of him in a super lot. Articulation is the same here with Scorch. And again, Scorch is the demolitions expert, and he just likes to blow stuff up. So as we can see here, he's got this backpack that I kept thinking that it was upside down, but on the back of the picture, that's how it shows it. So, and it doesn't even have a picture of him on the drawing that I can see here. It just shows the other three members. But anyhow, you can see the side attachment, probably explosives, duh, right here, maybe for his launcher or something. And this does come off. Gosh, I guess I never did really, and I played a game that had probably these characters in it a long time ago, but I never really got into it. I was too much into Halo at the time. And you can see his firearm. Perhaps it launches these. Really cool. Too bad we couldn't get one in there though. Now I took his backpack off when I was going through and looking at him, and it's just on there much looser. So that's an unfortunate thing. So he too has some good paint detail. Looks like some splashes of oil or whatever, which is appropriate if he's going to be right there blowing stuff up. You gotta expect shrapnel. So I like how they picked up on some of that detail. But then again, they did that with the other guys. They all seem to have some kind of battle splash or something or another. All right, there's Scorch. Now let's take a look at the Delta Squad leader, Delta 3-8. There, he would go really good with Commander Cody from Revenge of the Sith. Okay, so there we have it. Again, same articulation, and he has the same firearm as Fixer and Sev. So, and same articulation on the bottom. Now, I thought it was one of these guys had such a shallow hole, unless I'm thinking of a completely different toy. Nope, I don't know. Well, anyways, so there's Delta 3-8. His backpack. So there's not really anything that sticks out about him, I suppose. Ironically, the leader is just such. So I suppose my favorite of these for, gosh, it would be, I'd have to put these guys on the back burner. I think I'm going to go with Sev. I mean, he's beyond brave. He'll go in and, I mean, he enjoys it. That means he's not going to have fear. He's not going to go in there. You're not going to have to worry about him being a coward. He's going to back you up. But being that he likes it, he may not be able to control his thirst for blood, and he may put the whole unit in jeopardy. So I like how they give these profiles on some of these packs so we can really get an idea of how they work together. Because it is a team, and with team, you have chemistry. So there we have it. There they are. Well, there's the Delta Squad. I didn't put the other guys back up there just yet. SAGA and the Geonosian Warriors. I'm far more impressed with this now that I've opened it up. I wasn't sure. I knew I liked it when I saw it in the package because they just look cool. But I think I was so bleh about this one that I'm trying to set up right here, the Geonosian Warrior, because I had him in the Revenge of the Sith collection, that it just wasn't happy with it. I thought it was crap. So now that I've opened it up and I can see that the other Geonosian Warrior, along with Sunfuck, who I didn't realize the detail in his garments were so awesome. But I never had Scorch Loose, and now that I open them up, I see the articulation, and I'm totally happy with this. This is so cool. It's like a bonus for me because they far exceeded my expectations. And again, I have to thank T-Biz for this. This was during our first trade. So T-Biz, thanks, bro. Sorry it took like 2 years to open this thing up. So check him out. He's got so much stuff to review. I can't even. It's just on and on. If you like Mask and Vitruvian Hacks, Acid Rain, Star Wars, He-Man, or Master of the Universe, Mask, G.I. Joe, comics. I just go on and on and on. There's so much stuff. So thanks, T. Really appreciate it, bro. Looking forward to the next one. So anyways, guys, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed the review. I can tell from the lighting the overcast is approaching. So I think that's about it. Thanks for hanging out. Until next time, may the Force be with you. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Take care, everybody. Goodbye.